Hello students. So basically today we will be discussing about internal expanding brakes. We will go deep into the topic today only. Today there will be just a overview of the topic and I will be discussing just the mechanism of this external expanding brakes. That is it. Tomorrow we will be continuing this topic and we will be deriving about the forces acting on it. We will be deriving the moments and everything that is acting uh, working on the brake, right? So let's start with the topic. Okay, so how does an internal expanding brake work, right? Uh, Basically, the brakes that we use in our motorbikes and everywhere, those are internal expanding brakes. On. If you can notice, you will see if you just open the brake, the drum brake or the brake drum, you will see that there are this kind of arrangements where on here there will be a shoe line. Okay, so that is how an external and internal expanding brake works. There are springs and brake friction lining, and when we adjust force over here, that might be a hydraulic force or might be just a mechanical force or pneumatic force. Basically hydraulic forces are used. What happens, this is the anchor pin, so this is fixed, right? So when this force will be applied over here, this will move towards this will be the pivot, so it will move around this, rotate around this, and this will engage the brake drum. Same will happen over here. This is a fixed point, the brake will move around this point upon applying force over here, and this will be fixed over here, right? And this will be engaged, this will just get engaged over here, and that is how our internal expanding brake works. There is a photo animation of that as well, and here is a actual picture of a internal expanding brake, of an internal expanding brake. All right. Now, so let's work on with the introduction part again. So, what is the internal expanding brakes made of? Right. So it has internal shoe brakes with two symmetrical shoes and are used in automobile vehicles that I have already mentioned. Also, the actuating force is usually provided by means of hydraulic cylinder or a cam mechanism that I have also mentioned. Well, again, let's go there. See this force. Okay, let us come. This force is given by a hydraulic pressure or by a cam mechanism. You can see over here it is being given by a cam mechanism and or a hydraulic pressure. That is how the force is given to the internal expanding brake. Right now, we will be analyze. We will do the analysis of the internal expanding brake next day, right? Not today. Just let's go to the advantage and disadvantage of the brake, and that will be it for today. Okay, this will take a little time. Then we like 10 page of derivation, 10 slides of derivation actually. The derivation is not much. It is just taking 10 slides because I am doing it on presentation. Anyway, so advantage of internal expanding brakes. What are the advantages of internal expanding brakes? First of all, it has simple construction with small number of parts. It is cheaper compared with other type of brakes. Yes, it is cheaper. That is why we use it on various occasions, especially in our cars, bikes, and trucks, etc. It is more reliable due to small number of parts. Whenever there are parts are being laced, the maintenance is lesser as well. Due to lesser number of parts, the maintenance is lesser as well. Also, when you are making less number of components, the cost gets lesser as well, right? Number three, the requires little maintenance. Yes, whatever I mentioned, little maintenance. Also, In an external expanding brake, a small actuating force can be produced a large braking torque. This is also true due to the lever action. A small yeah, so by providing a small actuating force, a large braking torque can be assumed due to the mechanism of this brake. The mechanism, we will be digging into this as well while we will be analyzing the forces acting on the brake, right? And number five is it offers protection against entry of foreign particles. As the brake is closed, as we have all seen the brake system as it is closed, it offers protection against foreign particles, right? Now let's go to the next slide and let's discuss the disadvantages of the same thing. So what are the disadvantages? The disadvantages are it has relatively poor heat dissipating capacity. See, uh, a thing sometimes, any factor sometimes is proved to be really good and sometimes it is proved to be really bad, right? Sometimes it's a curse, sometimes it's a gift. So the gift was it does not let any foreign particle come into the system. It prohibits that. That is how the brake works better. It is more reliable and it gives the desired quantities, right? This is one thing. And the other thing is what is the curse then? The curse is it has relatively poor heat dissipating capacity. Also, as it is closed, the heat dissipating capacity is less. And number two, it becomes self-locking due to wear if not properly designed. If the design is not properly done or if the design is poor, it becomes self-locking, which is really bad, which is really dangerous. Okay. So next, what are the uses? I have already mentioned uses as well. In vehicles, conveyors, hose. It uses hydraulic fluid as a medium for transmitting force from the brake pedal to the wheel brakes. Not only hydraulic fluid, also we can use a cam mechanism as well in the system. And vehicle as in we can use it in high, heavyweight or lightweight vehicle as well. Lightweight vehicle as in I have told you about the bikes that we use and it is used in heavyweight vehicle as well, like car or a truck, right? And so these are two assignments. I'm not giving it today to you. I will be giving it tomorrow when I complete the derivation, right? So this is the end of the session today. Uh, I hope you are doing really well at home and take care of yourself and your family. Stay at home, study well, and stay safe.